Look, I know it takes work. All kinds of change takes work, whether it's going on a diet, stopping to drink, getting a divorce, getting a marriage, all of this takes work. And so, unfortunately, we have to expect that we're going to have setbacks as we try to grow and get out of our comfort zone and change. But embrace the failure. Because in reality, I believe failure is a very bad, misleading word. I think that everything is a learning experience, including things that work and don't work. So if you find that you've hit a wall, don't take that as a failure. Take that as a learning experience to say, what do I need to get up over or around this wall? What changes do I have to make? Whenever we make any kind of changes or have challenges, troubles, or opportunities, it's always great to have a support network around yourself. So if you're considering some sort of change in your life and you feel yourself a little bit boxed in by your comfort zone, like dealing with all those, well, what if it doesn't work? What if this happens? How am I going to do that? And you start to find yourself catastrophizing a little bit. Well, seek help from friends, relatives, a life coach like myself to help you to guide you through the experience of growing into somebody else, morphing into a new person by doing away with that old comfort zone. You know what a baseline is? A baseline is a starting point. You know, if you go to a therapist or you talk about business planning, or baseline is, where am I at right now? Like, for example, my weight today is such and such. That's my baseline. And I can measure my progress or lack of progress. So if you want to get out of your comfort zone, make sure that you establish a baseline. In other words, on the date today, I had a negative feeling about taking on this new job or moving or whatever change you're going through. Now, let's see how I do in the next week or two. Don't worry about lifetime, global, universal changes. Just take it a day or a week at a time so you can measure it. And in that time period, find activities that you can do to help you get out of your comfort zone. Look, there are a lot of positive effects by building a comfort zone around ourselves. And that kind of incorporates our personality, our philosophy, our values. But there are times when, in order to meet slight challenges, both negative and positive, we need to step outside of that zone. And that's what this video has been all about.